So that's one of my fighting fish. That's the boy. The girl lives up on top. Yeah, she's in there. She gets magnified better because she's in that pumpkin bowl. But the boy's so big anyway. So right now you can't even see him because he's very shy for a fighting fish. He's always hiding. Anyway, I thought it'd be more fun for you to look at them than me. You've already seen me in my nightgown. I don't know what your therapist person told you. One of the things about being mad is that we get to be honest about things that people who think they're not mad don't get to be honest about. I think that we're not allowed to admit because of cultural bias and the priority of reproduction that's been traditional in our culture, which is no longer necessary, of course, but is still a almost pathological compulsion. We are supposed to like children. Mad people get to speak the truth. You're right to be afraid of children. They're incubators for contagious diseases. These days, apparently, they're parenting themselves, are allowed to run amok. I have disabilities. I lose my balance and coordination. I fall down a lot. I'm also in a lot of physical pain. So having somebody's little monster rugrats literally running wild in a restaurant or other public place, I could slip and crack my head, and I don't need another brain injury. You know what I'm saying? Or a broken leg, or like that restaurant I was whining about with the kid. Well, I literally had to physically block kids like it was a football game to get back from the buffet with my plate intact. Now, if one of the parents who was paying absolutely no attention and expecting the other patrons in the restaurant to do their child care, but if one of the other parents had been paying attention, they would have seen me make physical contact with their kids in the breastbone with the heel of my hand just to keep their kids from knocking me down or spoiling my food. So kids are scary because what if the parents had seen me do that? You know? The kids can hurt me. The kids can make me sick. Plus, they make the most god-awful, inappropriate noises that really jangle the mind. Their voices are intended to elicit emotional responses from caretakers. You know, they're like the car alarms or sirens. I'm having trouble thinking anyway. And when one of those little bastard sirens goes off, Jesus. They steal things. They leak. God, they leak. They're physically abusive to themselves, to each other, and to adults. I've seen chimpanzees with more manners. So maybe your therapist told you that there was something wrong with being afraid of children. But it's the most natural thing in the world to be afraid of children. Of course, it's also assumed that people with vulvas and uteruses, either coming equipped with them or presumed to have them, we're supposed to just automatically enjoy children. No. Sorry, I'm not a failure as a woman because I can't stand a little shit. Once they're 3rd or 4th grade, I can deal with them in small doses, you know. By junior high, I really like them. By high school, I hate their guts. And then by the time they're adults, and I hate their guts again. That's the female you're looking at. So, there's nothing crazy about being afraid of children. But in this society, of course, if you're honest, then they label you as crazy because you're dangerous because you told the truth. You don't look like booby trap material, and you're right. They won't listen to you once you're in there. It's medicine, and leave us alone. We have paperwork to do. You just had an aspirin 4 hours ago. You have to wait another hour. I don't care if you're hungry. Food service isn't ready yet. You know. Plus, frankly, with all them classes and stuff, it was like going to junior college. All them classes and stuff, I learned more sitting out in the yard with the other women smoking a cigarette than I ever learned in all them namby-pamby glue and macaroni to construction paper classes. So what do you need from us? Can you tell us what we can do? How can we, be good morale to you? Would you like to hear some funny stories? Would you like people to be pissed for you? Would you like people to be comforting and nurturing? You want us to be funny and entertaining? Tell us what you need, because you don't tell us what you need much. Not really. No, you don't. So tell us what you need, and we'll try to give it to you. You know what, Queenie? I have friends who run companies and newspapers and radio stations. Some of them are politicians. Some of them are college, university professors. And I think, how'd they pull that off? How'd they get away with it? And then suddenly I realized that that's the expected norm. That's normal to be able to go out 40, 50, 60 hours, 80 hours a week. Earn money for somebody. Rent your brain out. Rent your body out to somebody. To keep a roof over your head while your children and any other significant others and pets and your material possessions are held hostage, so you will comply and conform and obey, or they'll cut off your money and then you'll end up living like me. And I always wonder, how did they pull that off? How did they get away with it? And I think, God, I would be just like, I would be miserable, you know? I would be so miserable. I mean, I'm poor and I got 2 nickels to rub together, but only because I'm saving up money to do laundry. I really, literally don't have a pot to piss in because I don't have running water and I have to go through all kinds of changes to get rid of my own human waste. And I think, I used to do the hustle. You used to do the hustle, I think I served my time, I just didn't get a life sentence like some other people did. I can't do it. I just can't anymore. I can't do it. I can't. I just don't have it. And, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. It just means I'm different. Doesn't mean I'm bad. Doesn't mean I'm lazy. Doesn't mean I'm a malingerer. And it doesn't mean I don't contribute. I contribute a lot. I just have to do it in my own way with my own limitations and boundaries. Queenie, you contribute a lot. Your art and your humor and your wacky Facebook wacky Facebook posts, your interesting outside-the-box ideas, and you contribute a lot. Don't rag on yourself. Just because you're not doing time, don't rag on yourself. What do you need from us? Just tell us what you need. If I can get that kitten to come out in front of the house, I'll show you the kitten again, too. Not tonight, because it's sleepy time. And it's a black cat, and it's dark out. But I'll try to show you pictures of my kitten. You want to see my kitten? It's not my kitten. Somebody dumped it in my yard. It's been hiding under the house for 4 days now. Or is it 5? Anyway, we're starting to become kind of friends. I'm allowed to touch it, but not for long. Tell us what you need, Queenie. Because, you got a bunch of us out here that if we could do something to help, we'll help. I'm going to let the camera fall down again while you look at my female fish. They don't have names yet. They may not ever have names. I tend not to name fish, especially fish from Walmart, because they'll probably die. The female's had her about a month. The male, I've had him about 3 months, so I think they're going to make it. What do you need from us, Queenie?